Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of KJs Helping KJs here in YouTube land. First, right up to that, I want to thank youtube.com/discjockey news for allowing us clowns to be up here tonight and every week. Every Monday night we do this. And we do it live. So if there are any KJs watching, Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join us. We want more KJs in this room, right, every week to discuss these topics. We've had Elvis in this room previously. Elvis is he's a great guy. He's a host. And is he not competing with you, Matt? Like down the street from you at times?
Correct. Yeah, we both work on the same nights in the same town.
Yeah.
What profession are you in? The same street corner?
That's another show, Kevin.
Panhandlers.
Panhandlers.
We'll work for food.
Yeah.
And Matt holds up a sign. We'll supervise for a snack, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, Elvis. Let's get back to you because it's been a minute.
Been a while.
So you. How long have you been a KJ? Just
about 5.5 years, 6 years.
5.5 years, and before that, I'm assuming you were just a karaoke singer, a patron that went to other shows, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what said, look, if I become a KJ, I can put myself up as many times as I want because I'm hosting.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Gary dropped me out of my shell, and I started loving singing. I always loved music, and then I was always really shy. And I sang my first song, and that kind of broke me out of my shyness vibe because someone actually said I sang good. And it made me sing another song, and I got hooked. And
what brought you out of your shell?
Singing. I used to never put myself in front of people. And one night I was at a bar, had a couple drinks, and sang one song, and a person pulled me to the side, and I got you to sing another song because that was awesome.
Do you remember what song that was by any chance?
Red by Blake Shelton.
What?
Old Red.
Old Red.
Oh my God! Yeah, Old Red.
Song.
Yeah. That is awesome. Huh?
I met Blake Shelton.
But after that, I started really digging karaoke. I got hooked. I became a karaoke addict.
Yeah, as we all did, I believe. That's how we started. So how long ago did you actually meet Matthew Shum?
I'd say
it was a while ago.
4
years. 4 years.
Oh, it's been.
So you must have been a patron at one of his shows.
We're talking like this was before COVID. I used to actually host at the place where he's hosting now.
Yeah, you were hosting.
I used to host there.
Yep.
And he was a patron.
Yep. So probably like 7 years.
So
8 years.
It was before you started hosting, I think.
Yep.
So he got into it all because of Matt.
It's awesome.
Well,
Good to be a mentor.
Maybe.
Or maybe he got into it in spite of Matt.
No, I got into it because of Matt's shows, and I also was going to another one of my friends Steve's shows also. And that Steve is the one that actually kind of like, hey, would you want to KJ? And the first attempt I did, I actually quit because I was scared. I couldn't do it. And then
now who's Steven again? Who is he?
He's the one that owned the company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another that's out in I forget. He's out in past Vermont and stuff.
Yeah, you started out working for him.
Yep, I started working for him, and the first time I quit because I couldn't do all the wires that he did. I didn't know where they all. He tried to give me within 2 shows. He wanted me to start taking over once in a while. I'm like, and he said I can't do it. But the second time I gave it a more of an attempt. it was good, and it stuck.
So you were like a roadie, basically, when you started, yeah, right?
Yep.
Yes?
Yeah, so first I was just kind of once in a while thing where he would just say, "You want to DJ this weekend for me?" And then it became more full-time. And I was with him for, I think, 4 years. Yeah.
Is he still in the biz? He's still doing it?
Still doing. He does like the Wild Boar in Minnesota. No, not the Wild Boar. I forget. Some saloon, Bullseye Saloon, I believe, in Minnesota here. But yeah, me and him weren't seeing eye to eye, so we decided to part ways. And I have no
he's kind of concentrated down there in the south end of town, if I'm not mistaken, right? Southeast. Yep.
All right, let's get...
And the thing
is,
you guys live down there. You guys live and work down there. I live up here and work down there.
Yep.
You know? So
Can't get there from here.
Need to make a change.
Yeah.
I got 4 gigs down in the South Metro, and I live up in the north side of the town. So
that's a lot for you.
A lot of driving.
Elvis, it's great to have you here tonight.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for joining us. Yes. Let's get to tonight's topic. And before that, let's just say that we are giving away a 2-mic True Diversity system, right? The last week of this month. Oh, my God. But here's the catch. You've got to be in Canada. You have to have a Canadian address to win. The link is going to be below. Yeah, did I say that right? The link will be below in the description of this video on YouTube when it gets here. Click that link if you have a Canadian address and enter. And we're going to announce the winner, I believe, first week in August, I believe.
Okay.
And I want to thank DJ and TV News for having us here. I've already said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I did not give a shout out to the sister channel because I do believe we all started as DJs before KJs. So please check out DJ and TV News /chill. That's it. That's
well, I think both are on djntv.com.
They are.
And then
yes.
and then there's the YouTube channel has all the shows on there. So
correct.
They're not separated.
So basically, if you just go to youtube.com/DJ Disc Jockey News, yeah. You'll be able to catch both sides.
The address is in the little marquee or whatever that says live chat. It says right in there, that orangey box there.
Oh, yeah.
It says DJTV.com.
Yeah, but nobody reads that thing, you know.
Oh, just me? Okay. Like reading instructions, they're for someone else.
Yeah, we don't need those. Yeah. But anyway, so we're glad you guys are viewing us tonight on YouTube, wherever you are. And if you are from Canada, click that link below, enter to win this 2-mic diverse system. You're going to love it. Kevin, let's get on to tonight's topic. What do you got? Go ahead.
Well, I was just shooting the shot in dark of a topic, and I come up with perks of being a KJ.
Nice.
What kind of things does it give you sort of above and beyond the normal average Joe? And the little bit that I have done, I have found that I usually get a drink. Not, I'm a straight, I don't drink alcohol, so I am just getting cola. But they give me free colas at the locations I'm at.
Beautiful. Dennis, what do you got?
I like entertaining people. That was the whole reason I got into it. You know, you become the center of attention. You become the conduit for what's going to happen that night, and it's exciting.
Yes, you know, I'm with you 100% on that. Elvis, any perks of being a KJ?
I really do enjoy seeing new people in my shows, and kind of sometimes you just don't you don't expect someone to sing a certain song, and all of a sudden they knock it out of the park.
Yes,
and that's what I'm like, man, that's so cool, you know. And or the first time someone ever sings and they did pretty good, and they got some crowd to clap for them, and they come up and they say, you know, like, that was awesome, thanks for talking me into it, or whatever. That's the stuff I thrive off of, as I said. I remember my first time, and I want that to keep going, getting more people into singing.
You know what, Elvis? The more you, like you just say, connect with your patrons, the more comfortable they're going to be. And it's going to keep them coming back. I can't agree with you more with that, you know? I've got this one girl, Gabby, that comes to my show. She never sang ever. And now she's got 3 songs in her, you know, because I help her along with that. Matt's having some issues over there. He'll be right back. But I do agree with you 100%, Matt. It's you as a KJ connecting with your patrons, the people that support you every week. And I can't find anything more important than that. Does that make sense, Dennis?
Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes we got to give them a little shove, right?
Right. You got to give them a little nudge. And
you got to give them a little nudge, like, you got this, you know?
Yes.
And
then follow it up with support after when they do a good job.
Definitely.
I love it. And Matt's still dealing with his issue. I want to go back to Kevin quickly, because Kevin, you get free cola. Any other perks that you get at your restaurant or where you're working?
I don't push for it. I'm pretty easygoing. I don't really ask for anything more. I could name some other ones, but I wanted everybody to go around the room once.
All right. Well, Matt's back. Let's go to Matt. And Matt, you're
perks that I get.
Yeah. And then
boy. You know, I honestly, aside from, you know, like there's one place that I play at 2 nights a week, and aside from them putting a reserve sign on the table in the area that I set up in, that's really the only perk I get. I bring my own water with me. I got a cooler of water that I bring with me, so I don't have to get anything from the bar. I don't have to bother the bartenders for anything like that or whatever. So I don't get any discounts on food. I don't think. Well, there's one place where I get the half off employee discount if I do get food, but I usually don't eat when I'm at my shows.
Interesting. Yeah.
So
my perks, I don't drink alcohol while I'm at a show. I won't do it. I don't drink when I work. Something may go wrong. I might have to think quick, whatever. However, it is available everywhere I work for free. But I do take advantage of the food. I'll starve myself all day when I have a gig, and I will plurge when I get there. Like, all right, give me this, you know, and they don't mind. They love it, you know, and they don't care. That's one of the perks, as Kevin was talking about. I don't know why they just discount that. I think that should be included, you know. But who knows? I mean, we all got different areas, and, you know. But what I find most inconvenient is parking when I show up to the venue.
Oh, yes.
This is not a perk, you know. put a yellow cone, orange cone out there, and leave that open for me, so I can get my equipment in. You know, that don't happen. So I find myself
that is a huge pain.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? I don't even know if you can call that a perk. I mean, if they did it, yes, great. But I don't know if they can legally do that, you know? But
did you already ask Elvis what his perks were?
Yeah, he said his biggest perk was going to your show. And you would give him your free Coca-Cola. What is your perk?
If you'd already talked to him, and it was while I was away. One thing I can think of as far as he's concerned, perk that he's got is that he doesn't have to load in or load out. All the stuff is already there.
Oh,
and
that's a great perk. Yeah, you just plug in your laptop and
everything is already all set up. I just walk in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I think I think Elvis had the first perk during this, didn't you? Remind Matthew.
Yeah, I had the second. It was K-Dog starting us off, and then it was Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. I thought Matt had one before
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that. Is your mom? Yeah.
I was looking at Mom in the background.
There was a head in the Borealis Northern Lights.
That was funny. Talk about me coming out of the ocean.
I thought we started with Elvis, though. Maybe not.
So it started with me. I was the first one.
Yeah, you were.
Because I got the question, and
because you brought it up, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and I do have another one if we get back around.
Well, we're gonna go around one more time. Okay. But Elvis, so your perk would be walk in, set up your laptop, and go home, right?
And I also get free admission to any of the events that they do down there. Like they have like wrestling in the back room sometimes, so I get to walk in. I don't have to pay.
Oh. Wow, that's cool. Yeah. That is cool. Let's go back with Kevin now. Go ahead.
Well, speaking of the parking, the first place I worked at, every great once in a while they would, or I'd call, it's like, hey, could you grab that front spot if it's open? Because it's like, maybe pouring down rain. Yeah. So I can be right out in front of the business. And they will go out and cone it. So I have that. And the place I'm at now, I know there's a big festival coming up. And I said, am I going to have a problem parking? And they said, we'll cone a spot. We'll save a spot for you so you don't have to worry about getting here. So that was nice that they're willing to do that. The other perk for me, I'm going to say is because I'm doing this KJ and I'm engaging beyond just, next is Nancy, next is Jim, next is John. I like to have fun. I provide levity. So I'm also in between doing just musical songs. So a perk is if someone comes in there and maybe because I'm also a wedding or other event DJ, so they get to see me sort of touch greatness, be in the presence of greatness.
God bless you.
As you can see, I have a swollen head. but they can sort of see what I'm like and possibly it's like, hey, man, he seems fun. Let's see if maybe he can do a birthday party. He can do a prom. He can do a wedding. So it sort of gets my foot in the door in that by being out there that much more.
Okay, that's good, Kevin. Your best advertising is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Dennis, you got anything to add?
No, I mean the entertainment part of it. I mean, you get perks of meeting people, and you get like Elvis was saying, you get to see people come from nowhere, and there's all of a sudden just explode on stage, and they're just That's a diamond in the rough kind of thing. That's
That's the best feeling. That's the best feeling of all.
It is.
Really.
It is.
When you're at a show and now you see more people you don't recognize, new people coming in, and they're really enjoying the vibe. And,
right. Well, my favorite thing was is you got that shy woman, that shy woman who comes over and immediately asks you, "Can I please sing Patsy Cline Crazy or something like that?" And then you're like, "Yeah, okay, sure." And she's so meager, and all of a sudden she gets the microphone and just kills it. And it's like, where have you been? That's the thing.
And I will say that on the mic when she was done. Yeah. Where have you been?
Absolutely.
And I applaud, because I think everybody in the venue was taking.
And then everyone, the place was.
Where did she come from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my favorite thing was.
Yep.
Let's go to Elvis. Give me another perk.
Let's see. Probably the other perk is that I feel that I benefit of the people that I used to be. Like the more the person that was just going to the bar, trying to maybe go out and find a date or whatever, or just to go out and have some fun with some friends. But I was still kind of that shy person. But to get people engaged in either the karaoke, and I even walk around and I ask like people that are not participating in karaoke, would you guys like to hear any songs? Because I do a karaoke round, and then I do a small DJ break after every round, because not everybody's there for the karaoke, and some people just want to hear some music, and so I could try to tend to both sides. Yes, we're more of a karaoke bar, but I also do a DJ break, and sometimes at like midnight I'll do a little dance break. I'll do like 3 or 4 songs for some people. Stupid shuffle.
Did I mention I love you, Elvis? Because you and I are a lot alike, by the way.
Me too. That's exactly how I did it too. Yeah. Absolutely. You're dead on, Elvis.
Just that little buffer, because I've seen it where I've in my earlier shows where I ran more karaoke than DJ, and you see through your night that the bar changes from patrons and karaoke singers
Absolutely.
Just the karaoke singers. And so you lose out on, and we're there to make the bar business because that's what we were hired for. So they start with the DJ stuff, and pretty soon patrons are staying, and then I was also have my karaoke crowd, and I love that because it made
Elvis. You just 100% categorized what a KJ should be doing at every event they do. You are correct. Not everyone in that venue is for karaoke. Therefore, you as the KJ has got to, like you do. I mingle with my guests. Not my guests, but who are in the venue. Right. You singing tonight? You sing? No? Okay, well, can I play you something? What do you want to hear? And it
3 hours all night long, yeah.
You know what it does? It keeps them all coming back every week if you set that vibe perfectly. Matt, what do you got?
I was going to say that I agree with that. There's some places. There's a couple places. My Friday night show at the Legion and my Sunday show at the Beer Soup where I just played last night. I've got a pretty good following of karaoke singers that follow me to both of those shows, and they're hardcore karaoke singers, and they don't really care for the DJ break type of thing. Yeah, so I can't really get away with doing like if I even played like one full song in between singers, they're just like, hey, what's the holdup? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So okay, but let me just cut you off real quick. Are there other people in that venue who don't care for the karaoke between you and I and whoever's
absolutely.
Watching? Okay, so you are trying to
Elvis
please
and I have
everyone.
had this conversation. I've had this conversation like probably within the last 2-3 weeks, I think it was, or whatever, and he's trying to, tell me that I don't have to completely change my show, but just like throw in a dance song or something like that once in a while, just to to please the listeners, people, the younger crowd that because the following that I have for the karaoke, the bulk of them are like retired people. They're all like old, you know what I mean? And they don't have anything else going on in their life. Karaoke is what they do. You know what I mean? And they'll go to different places throughout the whole week. They'll hit a different place every night of the week if they can. You know what I mean?
Right. And drink water all day long.
Yeah. And
hurry up! It's past my bedtime. They say, "Come on, get me up." Never mind, Pitbull.
They stay up.
They tend to sing a lot of older, slow songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll get like a string of like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 songs in a row that are just like, oh God, I feel like taking a nap.
But you're killing the mood, right? Yeah,
right.
For the rest,
And it happened last night. I went over to Elvis right before he was getting ready to leave, and I was playing like a really high energy bumper song. It was it everybody by Snap, I think it is.
Oh,
okay. So it's a high energy dance song.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, and I can't remember what song it was, but it's just took a nosedive. The karaoke singer just.
Well, you know what that everybody did was it lifted the energy in the room, even because you did that. It wasn't like downer all night. So
right. But what I'm saying is, like, I've got a high energy dance song playing for a bumper song, and then all of a sudden we take a nosedive. We just crash and burn on another freaking slow karaoke track.
Yeah, that's another karaoke song. But yeah.
It's like, they won't allow him to even play a full song, and then he'll try to. He has that little bit of energy, but it's quickly smashed. And like me just being a patron on Sunday nights at Matt's shows, so I, there's days I like to just go and sing and sit back and relax. I don't have to be watching the ticker and stuff. And go out. I love supporting people.
I guess, but the other thing I was thinking is maybe the bar could just, I don't know how long you're doing it, just sort of, put it as a set time. We're doing karaoke from here to here. Half hour is going to be DJ, dance music, and then another back to wrap up the night. Just sort of actually.
That's up to the DJ. That's up to the DJ.
Just an idea that I did have that popped into my head where the show originally on Sunday was from 8 until midnight. Mm-hmm. We switched it from 8:30 to 12:30 because that's generally, it's kind of hard to get in there early enough to get set up in time to start at 8. Okay. So I had always ended up starting 30 minutes late for whatever reason, you know what I mean? So we just decided to switch the time to 8:30 and then go till 12:32. So we just decided to do that. So, but anyway, I'm actually thinking about maybe switching it back and, making an effort to tell the staff, hey, reserve that table for me so that when I get here, I can, if I get here at like 6:30 to set up, then I've got an hour and a half to get that knocked out or whatever. And then we can start at 8 and go until midnight. And then, and this is the whole thing too, is that I'd have to, ask for more pay if they were going to do this. But I was thinking the karaoke goes till midnight, and then like the last hour and a half till 1:30, nothing but DJ music,
dance,
dance music. So I get I please the younger crowd at the end of the night when they want to party.
Yeah,
right before
that's what I was thinking. Or the other option, if they don't want to go extra, if they're sort of usually stopping at midnight, start your time later. They're now gassed. They need to go to bed. So you're still on the clock normally till 1:30. They're going to be winding down at midnight, and they'll leave, and then that's when all the later people coming in, drinking their drinks, younger crowd. So yeah, I can see that.
That's actually a neat approach. I like that approach. Really.
Yeah. If they don't want to pay extra,
yeah.
If they don't want to pay extra, just shove your starting time later so that they're going to get some. They're not going to get as long as they were getting, but they'll get tired and they won't want to stay up past probably midnight. You know, they probably sort of are getting sort of tired at the end anyways, aren't they, when it's close to midnight? So they'll just drift off, and you could
I always say my last hour is just pure dance party. I would do karaoke for the first 3 hours, and then the last hour, just dance party.
You would actually be surprised. Last night, I mean, this is pretty much the general consensus week to week at this particular gig. The karaoke goes till 12:30. I would say that the bulk of them are there until at least midnight or close to the end of the karaoke. It's all these older retired people. You would think that they would want to be in bed by like 11.
Yeah.
Or something, you know what I mean? But I don't know. They just they stick around. For they want to get that
last song in.
They want to get that last song in, yeah.
I know the place I'm at. That I'm basically 8 to midnight, and they usually come over and see how many I got to karaoke. They see how many is still in the bar, how much volume of dollars are moving into the register, and then they will. You okay for another hour? I was like, yeah, I can do another hour. So they will play it by ear for extra time, and I'm fine with that. So your place might be in the same boat that they might be receptive to that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're dropping people like flies.
I'll be right back.
I'll be back.
No, I know. Dennis will be back, and he's going to do that wheelchair on the wave thing. I think. No, Elvis said he had to shut his video off momentarily. But I just want to add that one of the biggest perks, and I'm very saddened because Kevin brought it up already.
Sorry.
I got to drive my... You bad man. You took my answer. No, but one of the biggest perks of being a KJ is, yes, getting private parties out of a venue you work at. I don't know how many weddings, birthday parties, Jack and Jills, if you guys even know what those are, because a lot of them don't exist anymore.
I heard they went up to
Jack. No, close.
Different Jack and Jills?
A Jack and Jill
was
very popular. No, Jack and Jill. Remember now, we're recording.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, but a Jack and Jill, like back in the 80s and 90s, was a pre-party for a bride and groom who are about to get married.
Oh, you mean like a bachelorette party?
Yeah, kind of, but they're both there. And this is where they do raffles, and it helps raise money for them to pay for the wedding, basically.
Oh, okay. Instead of doing the dollar dance or the dollar dash, they do it.
That's at the wedding, but yeah. Well,
gotcha. Okay.
And I haven't done a dollar dance at a wedding, and God, I don't want to remember one because it's cheesy, if you ask me. But that's one of the great perks. The other perk that I find being a KJ is, Dennis touched on this, is to be able to entertain. You can be you, and and just do what you got to do. Get the job done. Everybody in the venue and the manager's happy. Guess what? I'm happy. Now, there's a B. There's a B answer to this. And the B is, I'm my own boss while I'm working.
Right.
I am in charge of what happens between 10 p.m. and 1:30 a.m. And every one of my venues has my back. Because they will go up to the manager. Well, how come he hasn't started singing yet? Mm-hmm. And the manager will go to bat and say, because he needs so many in a rotation before he starts. Yeah. He's not going to start just one guy and then go back into music. It's stupid.
Right, or two people, yeah.
And I had
you got those people that show up at 7:30.
Yeah, they're sitting there. And these people are the ones that usually aren't ordering food.
Right, they're just having water. Yeah.
They're just sitting there. And this was one thing that happened 2 weeks ago at, I'll give them a plug, it don't matter anyway. It's Thirsty First, one of my venues in Lowell. This guy showed up as I'm setting up. I don't start until 10. I get there at 8 to set up. That way there I set up, I can eat, then,
Right.
So he's staring at me.
You don't feel like you're rushed.
When are you going to start? I'm like, dude, 10 o'clock. And that's only when I start the music. Yep. Then I work on the rotation at that point, Mm-hmm. So the bartender, who's also an owner there, walked over to him at like 10:20, and said, hey, welcome, you're going to order food, drink? He goes, well, if the KJ would ever start, maybe. This kind of set her up. She goes like, what's going on? He goes, what's going on with him? He's acting like he's on crack. He keeps going outside. I'm going outside because we have a patio out there. And I'm trying to get people signed up. Then I'll come back in. And you know what? God bless her. Her name is Dee. She's one of the owners there. And she goes, be careful what you say. Eric's been working for me for 15 years now, Don't you ever talk about anybody unless you know. And you're right, Elvis, right? It's like she went to bat. Basically, she threw him out at that point. She goes, I don't want you in there. For one, you're not ordering food. You're not ordering drinks. Right. Now you're bad-mouthing my DJ, who I've had for 15 years now. Mm-hmm. Nice. And she was not going to tolerate it.
Triple whammy.
So that, again, is maybe it's above and beyond the perks you guys brought up. However, that is a perk. When you have the establishment going to back for you, correct?
Right.
That's a awesome. Great perk. Yeah. Listen, we got to wrap it up. We're actually running into overtime here. I want to bring up one of our sponsors, DJEventPlanners.com. Check them out below. Matt, you got one?
Pro X Direct.
Oh, my God, he threw that right at me. I know Kevin's got at least 2 of them. Let's see.
Well, there's EV. And
Electro Boys, yeah.
4 DJs.
Say that again?
Made.
Oh, made for DJs only, yes. Yeah.
MadeforDJs.com.
Yeah, made.
That's it. That's it. You know what? And they probably won't be a sponsor after tonight because we messed that up.
I can't remember.
No, I'm only kidding. You look, Elvis, thank you again for joining us
Elvis,
tonight.
Thanks for joining.
It's always a pleasure to have you in here. Matthew, thank you for being here as always. Dennis, we love you. Kevin,
love you too.
Kevin, we love Kevin. Round of applause for Kevin, please.
Hey.
We do. We did, but before we started recording, he had his shirt off. We had to remind him to put it back on.
Yeah,
so we love him for that.
Thank God.
Listen, guys, until next week, peace out. Really, share this. Like and share this video on YouTube. And hey, if you're in Canada, click that link below and sign up for the free mic giveaway. Goodbye, everybody.